Well, I am kind of sorry for this very late review of episode number 17 of Kamen Gavv, but to be honest, fuck, Legacy of Gridman is a lot bigger of a fucking hassle than I actually thought. But yeah, let's go on and talk about episode number 17 of Kamen Gavv. I think that Lang Knight could and might be now my favorite character, mainly because he's genuinely shrouded in mystery and we still don't know on which side he's actually playing on, mainly because he would work for Longo and the rest of the Stomach King, but he's not doing it for the dog treats. But also when Nilves come to him with a quote-unquote secret mission that he needs to keep only to himself, and he pretty much takes the offer with pretty much Nilves saying, hey, doesn't matter, if you want dark treats or something else, you can be yourself next to me. Which it is really interesting that he takes the offer. And his story of him hiding some of his true self from everyone just to reveal a small bit of himself in front of Nilv, just to maybe make him trust him, works so well. Because it works hand in hand with Shoma's story of putting on a mask for everyone, hiding the fact that not only he's a Granute, but also he's a part of the Stomach family. So it is going to be kind of interesting what's going to happen with both of their masks kind of shatter and they need to expose their real self. It is going to be interesting that maybe a Lag 9 would be the person that tells Hanto's hey, this boy is not only a Granute, he's also a part of the Stomach family. Or Lag 9 would get somehow attached to Shoma and he in the end would be on Shoma's side by the end of maybe this arc or maybe next quarter's arc. I don't know, it's really is interesting to see that Hanto is kind of slowly and slowly start to understand that maybe Shoma is hiding the fact that he's a Granute. While I do love the side plot of this week's kind of Granute, it's genuinely fun. Again, they're still missing people around and they're kind of maybe connecting the dots that everything kind of is going to be related to Lag 9, but also it is contradictory to another Granute, which I love that they're really playing up. The Granutes can just put on a face and a voice and pretty much a body of any other human, because the Granute of the week was a man dresses up as a woman. That's fucking neat. I really like that gimmick for the Granutes, to be honest. And the debut of Kamen Ram was really cool. I'm going to talk about the suit, but it's a fucking neat looking suit. But also I love how much Akito or Etsuko, I think it's Etsuko, he was kind of the main suit actor for a lot of the secondary writers from pretty much I think Heisei Phase 1 till Gachard, where he got to actually play Gachard and he now returns as Vram. And I love that he's very kind of you can feel that that writer has more powers than, let's say, Shoma and Hanto, but there is way more of a personality to him. He's a lot more laid back. He would sit on you, he would kind of taunt you. It is really cool. Genuinely, this is kind of an interesting way to kind of go through and see what's gonna happen like now. Like we have a third rider that is evil, and he's using a Gochizo that is very much alive. So it's going to be kind of interesting moving forward what they're going to do with like the Pudding Gochizo. Are they going to die like the regular ones, and all the time Neil and maybe Kenzo would need to make more and more like Pudding Gochizos, or it's just going to be like kind of like the cake Gochizo, and it's going to stay like one Gochizo and that's it. It's gonna be kind of interesting moving forward. Yeah, like overall this episode was really good. Like, to be honest, maybe it's just me being kind of like tired and just kind of like I wasn't as hyped about the episode as maybe a lot of other people, but I really felt like it was really good, and it kind of like continued the really good themes that the show already had. Yeah, this one gets an S. Still, Kamen Ram is, I'm sorry to tell you, my favorite form. Like, I'm sorry, like this is now my favorite rider suit. I love that he's like, its undersuit is just kind of like close enough to Gavv, but just with different accoutrements to it. It looks fucking neat. Like the armor looking like tactile works, specifically because if you look at the agents, they're like tactile, they're neat looking, they really are. Like I love that the spoons are pretty much like the antennas for the pretty much headphones that he has on his face. And you know what, like how much I don't like that much like the, I don't know, vest that he has on, because it kind of like reminds me way more of a, I would say like cotton candy, not cotton candy, corn, candy corn. But I do like it. I don't know, maybe it's me, but it's kind of my favorite suit. Like I don't know, just the combination of yellow, silver, and orange slash kind of like reddish orange just works. Like I don't care. It's genuinely neat looking. So what you found about episode 17 of Kamen Gavv? Comment below, let me know. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked it, please press that like button. Also, if you haven't helped your subscribe button finally achieve its goal of becoming a subscribed button, please help it. Your subscribe button will thank you by smashing him to become a subscribed button. Don't forget, you're the only one that can prevent forest fires. Thank you very much, and have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.